chanting 3 times. Maharaj is also there with us during Gaur Purnima.
Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet Nashta Praisa Badresu Nityam Bhagavata Sevayam Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhakti Bhavati Nashtiki Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Ajnanatirmirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurun Shri Yudapadakam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivan Sadvitam Savadutam Orijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri ISKCON Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Prisavana Sriti Devi Paramami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sandhubhya Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Gantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki Srila Prabhupada ki Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 58. Krishna marries 5 princesses. Text 43 to 45. Evam samayam akarnyam Badhva parikaram prabhu Atmanam saptadha kitva Nyagrihena dilayivatan Evam samayam akarnyam Badhva parikaram prabhu Atmanam saptadha kritva Nyagrihena dilayivatan Evam samayam akarnyam Badhva parikaram prabhu Admanam saptadha kritva 𝐤𝐢𝐳𝐝
एवं समयम् आकर्ण्य मध्वा परिकरं प्रभु आत्मानं सप्तधा कृत्वा लीलयैवताम्
एवं समयमाकर्ण्य मध्वा परिकरं प्रभु आत्मानं सप्तधा कृत्वा
Thus, samayam, the condition, akarnya, hearing, badha, tightening, parikaram, his clothing, Prabhu, the Lord, Atmanam, himself, Saptadha, as seven, Kritva, making, Nyagrinat, he subdued, Lilaya, like play, Eva, simply, Tan, them. Translation and purport is Prabhupada's disciple. Upon hearing these things, the Lord tightened his clothing, expanded himself into 7 forms, and easily subdued the bulls. Please repeat. Upon hearing these things, the Lord tightened his clothing, expanded himself into 7 forms, and easily subdued the bulls. Purport. According to Srila Swami, Lord Krishna expanded himself into 7 forms, not only to playfully defeat the 7 bulls, but also to show Princess Satya that she would not have to compete with his other queens, since he could enjoy with all of them simultaneously. Text 43 and 44. Saptaita Gurisa Dhira Durudanta Duravagrahan It Hari Bhagat Bhagna Sudbha Havud Binna Gatrad Pat Majan. These 7 wild bulls are impossible to tame, O hero. They have defeated many princes, breaking their limbs. Jadime nigrihita shus tvayaiva yadunandana varo bhavan abhimato duhiturume sriyapate. If you can subdue them, O descendant of Jadu, you will certainly be the appropriate bridegroom for my daughter, O Lord Sri. And 45 again. Upon hearing these terms, the Lord tightened his clothing, expanded himself into 7 bulls, and easily subdued the bulls. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Here we are seeing the human activities of Lord Krishna. It is human, not godly activity. This is human activity. Human activity because it's following the principle of human being getting married. And you have to have a lot of challenges to get your sense gratification fulfilled. For that, people can undergo all kinds of difficulties, challenges to get their sense gratification. But the same people, if they come to Christian consciousness, they don't have the same interest in Christian consciousness. We have a lot of challenges in the material world. We have a lot of struggle in the material world. And people sincerely follow them. The same people, when they become devoted, they will not do it. It's human activity. Lord Krishna does not need to fight with bulls to get a wife. In the Bible it is said, God said, let there be light, and there was light. Let there be water, there was water. Let there be tree, there was tree. If he has such power, he does not need to go and fight with bulls to get a wife. He can command any girl from anywhere to come to him. But here, Krishna is fighting with the bulls. He wants to get married to Satya. And the father said, I have set a standard for anyone who wants to marry my daughter, that the person must have the ability to defeat my 7 bulls. Actually, these 7 bulls were demons. They are not bulls, they are demons. And it is appropriate for Krishna, who has come to kill demons, to kill these demons. So he was also requested to kill the demon, even though the Satya's father knows he is the supreme personality of God. He called him a Lord Sri Hari. So he knew he is the supreme personality of Godhead. So he wanted his word to be maintained. You see, people are very cultured. They have principle. So even though he knew he is the supreme Lord, he said, it is a great fortune for me that you are my in-law. The supreme personality of God is my in-law. I will not just, because of that, ask you to take my daughter. The people will blame me for that. So please, follow the process I have set down. Look at my 7 bulls. If you defeat them, I will be very, very happy that you can get my daughter. So it is said here that Krishna tightened his belt, adjusted his dhoti very nicely, ready for a fight. And very easily Lord Krishna put all the 7 bulls under his control. And the king was very, very happy to give his daughter to Krishna. In a purport, it is mentioned that Siddhara Swami said, the reason why Krishna expanded himself into 7 is not only because as the Supreme Lord he can expand, not only 7, Krishna kanana batarona karabhuvaneshu kintu. Krishna can expand onto unlimited forms. He can do that. 7 is nothing. This is nothing. It's a play. A person who can expand unlimitedly, what is 7? 7 is nothing. But he did. According to situations, Krishna acts according to situations. Whatever is necessary at a particular time, Krishna responds to the situation like that. So he expanded into 7 to tell Satya that you will not have to compete with other my wives, because he knew that Krishna had many wives. If you have many wives, you cannot attend to all of them at the same time. It has happened. It has happened many times. The moon god, he married 27 daughters of Daksha. And he is not Krishna, so he cannot expand. So what he did, he became attracted to only one. So what of the remaining 26? They were existing there without husband. So they went to complain to their father. Our husband is not with us. Daksha was angry. So he came to the moon god. Why are you not taking care of my daughters? He couldn't answer him properly, because that is the nature of addiction. When you are blinded by some addiction, you can't see anything, any reason beyond that. So Daksha said, I will cause you to become invalid. Half of you will be invalid. So he became sick. The moon god became sick. So he went to Lord Shiva. And he stayed with Lord Shiva. And now, before they were having the husband with them, he was not taking care of them. He was attached to only one daughter, one of their sisters. Now he left. That means no more. Nobody was there again. They went back to the father again and complained. Before, our husband was there with us, but he was not taking care of us. Now he has gone completely. We don't know where he is. So Daksha started searching for his son-in-law until he saw him with Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva is the person Daksha never liked to see for his life. He hated Shiva to the core, because he doesn't represent a good son-in-law. So Daksha didn't like him. Like we do here also in material. Everybody wants his or her daughter to be married to a person who has name in the society. Shiva doesn't have good name with Daksha. He stay with ghosts, crematorium, and doesn't dress properly. There's no money. Who will like the daughter's ceremony to be celebrated, a person who will not put on nice clothes? A son-in-law is coming to marry a daughter, but he's not properly dressed. Or you see someone coming with a tractor to your wedding. How will you feel? Huh? Somebody is coming for your wedding with a tractor. He's not coming with a big car, with a tractor. How will you feel in that situation? That is how Daksha feels with Lord Shiva. So he was very angry to see that the person whom he hated is also keeping his son-in-law, who is also like him, misbehaved. So Daksha told Lord Shiva, release my son-in-law. Shiva said, I cannot. A person who has taken my shelter, I don't have power to give him up. Daksha said, I will curse you. Lord Shiva said, to hell with you. Curse me as you like. It's not the first time you've been doing it. So I'm used to your cursing. So do it another time. That's okay. When Daksha was about to curse Lord Shiva, so Lord Vishnu came. Shiva, let him not disturb you for nothing. Lord Shiva said, did you give your devotees up? Those who take your shelter, do you give them up? No. So why would I give up somebody who have taken my shelter? I cannot do it. So Lord Vishnu said, okay, this is good. Now, remove the sick one and give it back to Daksha. Then you keep the healthy one. So you see half moon on Lord Shiva's head. That half moon is a healthy one. And the sick one he gave back to Daksha. So Lord Shiva has the half moon on his head. That is the history. Another one, there's another history. We're having the half moon. Not only from the churning of the ocean. So he get the half moon because after he drank the poison, he was feeling dizzy. So the moon is to cool him down. So he got the moon so he can cool down because the moon is very cool. So we don't have the ability to maintain like Krishna. So if we have something more than us, we will not be able to handle it. That's our deficiency. So Krishna has the ability to do anything because he's the supreme personality of God. He can expand. So he expanded into 7 forms as an assurance to his wife. Don't worry that if we are married, I'm going to leave you like a sun god. Sorry, like moon god. I'm not going to leave you. I will be present with all of you at the same time. So in Dwaraka, Lord Krishna expanded 16,108. With 16,108 palaces. So when Krishna married all the girls and took them to Dwaraka, he didn't expand only 7. Krishna expanded also into 16,000 Krishnas to do wedding the same time, one day. Krishna did wedding for all his queens for one day. Only one day he did. That means he expanded 16,000 Krishna, 16,000 Balaram, 16,000 Ugrasena, 16,000 Devahuti, Rohini, 16,000 Devki, 16,000, all the residents of Dwaraka, Krishna expanded them into 16,000 to have his wedding. If you're doing wedding, your father will be present, your mother will be present, your brother will be present. So he didn't expand only himself because all of them have to attend the wedding. So he expanded himself all like that and he performed 16,000 weddings to give assurance to the devotees that he is capable of maintaining us. Krishna is capable of maintaining everyone. Those who take shelter of Krishna have no fear of whatever is going to happen to us tomorrow. That is not the consciousness of a devotee. Because he is the supreme maintainer. No, nothing or no one is above him or is equal to him. So if you take shelter of Lord Krishna, Krishna, he will give himself 100% to us. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he told devotees who were traveling with him that we are afraid of the war that was going on. Why are you afraid? Afraid of what? Who is there that is be a threat to the devotee? What is a threat for devotee? When Sudarshan Chakra of Krishna is present before everybody, all devotees of Krishna has the Sudarshan Chakra behind everyone. What's the question of fear? This is Krishna. So devotees are very, very confident because in Krishna, not in our strength, but in Krishna, we have confidence that Krishna is capable of maintaining. Krishna is capable of taking care of her. Krishna is capable of giving us complete protection. He has given complete protection to others, which we can see in history. He has given protection to his devotees. All his devotees were all protected, fully protected. Prahlad Maharaj, fully protected. Look at the Pandavas, fully protected. What happened to the Pandavas? No conditioned soul can pass through it and remain alive. Bhishma Dev confirmed that. I cannot see the reason why all of you are alive if it is not providence. What happened to all of you? The only reason why I can see that is sustaining you, maintaining that you are alive is providence. Religion. And a devotion which you have practiced. These are your protectors. That's the only reason. Otherwise, no one can pass through this, even one, and remain alive. But here I'm seeing you alive. At the same time, those who perpetrated evil towards you, they were all killed, all dead. And those who survived, it is because of the mercy of the devotees in their presence, like Vidura, Bhishma Dev, Arjuna. Because of them, some of them survived. Otherwise, all those who tortured you, have problem with you, Krishna will annihilated all of them. This is the position of a devotee. Krishna is capable of maintaining. So it's not a surprise, it's not a surprise. It's not the first time Krishna is doing this to show his devotee his supreme existence in our life. Some we may not see because Krishna is taking care of so many things. We may not see it, but sometimes Krishna will allow us to experience something as a token to let us know what is happening, that he has been handling all the time. All the time. He has been taking full shelter, he has been giving us full shelter by taking interest in it. And everybody knows Krishna's declaration by the Gita. My devotee will not perish. That is a fact. My devotees. Yes, devotees, they will have challenges. Why Krishna arrange challenges for devotees? Why he will arrange? He knows devotee will not perish. But why would he arrange challenges for devotees? That challenges is to show where we are in our Krishna consciousness. Where are we in our Krishna consciousness? Or what is our fate in Krishna consciousness, in Krishna? What is our fate? What do we understand in our relationship with Krishna? What do we understand about Krishna? Who is Krishna in our life? So Krishna, he will set the test to let us to know where we are, how we handle the situation. So Prabhupada said, I will understand my disciples on the day of Vyasa Puja. By hearing their offerings, I will know the different levels of my disciples. Who are my disciples? What is their consciousness? Where they are in their devotional service? I will know it through their offerings. So Krishna knows. Krishna knows. He is Supreme Person, he knows. So he set the test. He bring the challenges before us, and then he will watch to see how we are dealing with it. We may not see the Krishna is watching it still. If you see in the examination hall, you will see the vigilator sitting there, watching to see who is going to do exam malpractices. But for Krishna, for our own devotional test, we don't see that. We don't see the examiner sitting there and watching everybody. But he's sitting there. He's sitting there watching everyone. And how we are responding to what is happening. And Krishna is giving us pass mark. And that's how also we get promotion in our Krishna consciousness. So, the Krishna is not tired of helping us or incapable of helping. He's always there for us. And he will always be there for us. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Comments or questions?
Anybody have any questions?
Hare Krishna.
Manish was telling that how Krishna keeps his Sudarshan chakra for protecting his devotees. So we see that how Prahlad Maharaj was saved in all those different situations. So when a devotee is confronted by difficulties by another non-devotee, so Krishna protects them and annihilates the non-devotee. But what if two devotees fight over something which is for service of Krishna only, but they have differences and they fight? So how does Krishna respond in that?
I'm sorry, I didn't get it. Can you repeat?
I'm saying, Maharaj, like Krishna gives protection to his devotees
Yes.
when they are tortured by non-devotees. But sometimes two devotees who have taken center of Krishna, they also fight for some service or for something. So how does Krishna respond?
Krishna is not ordinary person. He is Hrishikesha. That's Krishna. He's the master of the senses, all our senses. He's the master. So, how does Krishna take care of two of his devotees? Two of his devotees who are fighting because of service. A doctor is a devotee, right? A doctor is a devotee. He has a clinic. Means what? You need patients to come there, right? And the devotee is a patient, and is praying to Krishna, please, I need good health, so I don't go to doctor. He's chanting Hare Krishna. He's a devotee, and the doctor is praying to Krishna, I need success in my business so I can serve you very nicely. So what would Krishna do? The two of them are devotees, and they are opposite. Krishna will respond to all. Krishna will respond to all. And Krishna will look at our karma. He has our record with him. He look at our karma. We need to get purified. The process of purification is not sweet, it is painful. Isn't it? So you still have to go to the hospital to get purified. And this way, the doctor will get means of sustenance, and the devotee also going to get purified. Both of them will get something. Krishna responds to all. You look at our karma. He make the plan for us perfectly. So you cannot be defeated. Krishna is not defeated. He's perfect in his activities. All right? Yes, sir.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
You were explaining that devotees are free from fear because they have complete confidence in Krishna's protection.
Yes.
So, like in our life also, like although we hear about this, but still we are not able to develop that. We should have complete faith in Krishna. So, how we can develop that faith that Krishna is always there for us?
Yes. First of all, we have to get the knowledge. That's the beginning. We have to get the knowledge. After knowledge, after we have been given the knowledge, the next thing is to practice. Through practice, we also will get purified to come to the stage. It's the purification, it's the purity that will give us that confidence that yes, it is true that Krishna is always there with me, with everybody, giving us shelter. He's always there. It requires purity. And purity comes from practice. The practice will come from the knowledge which we have given. So we'll get the knowledge. We'll put the knowledge into practice. Purification will come, then realization will come. Realization will not come just for the beginning. Not even just hearing. Realization will not just come from hearing alone. It will come after the practice of the knowledge we have received. Then we have the realization. And as we continue to practice, that is how our purity continues to increase. Our faith also continues to increase as we move forward in our Krishna consciousness. The faith is one thing that doesn't go down. As we take to Krishna consciousness, so many things are going to go away. So many unnecessary things will go. But faith is one thing that doesn't go. But instead, the faith continues to increase in quality. Increase in quality. The more we go, the better the quality of our faith. That is our level of conviction. That's how nearer we will become in our Krishna consciousness with Krishna. So we have to get the knowledge as we are hearing. Now it's theory. After theory, then practice. Devotees who get only the theory part and don't put into practice the theoretical knowledge we have gotten won't succeed. We don't succeed. Theory alone will not make anyone perfect. It is practice that will make one perfect. The theory is knowledge. Knowledge. We are getting knowledge. We get knowledge that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. By serving Him is our eternal occupation. And even as conditioned, so by serving Him, we get purified from that. And then we get to realize exactly what we are hearing. So theory is there, then practice comes after that. By practicing, we get the realization. The realization of our conviction will become strong, become very fixed. And that is our success. So we should not just hear, we should practice what we hear.
Maharaj, regarding faith, sometimes we go to our places, like at our home or some places, we confront some people who speak Maya philosophy and some other philosophies very contaminating. So, and we are not able to go away also due to family relations and something. So that enters into our heart, into our brain basically when we hear. So what we should do to
at that moment what should be done when we hear some Mayavad? And if we have heard already, then how to get rid of it? Because it is constantly, breaking our faith in Krishna. So that, what should a devotee do to, that his faith becomes again as it was before and it increases more and more.
Mayavad philosophy is very dangerous. It was empowered by Krishna himself to destroy devotion for anyone who hears. Krishna personally empowered that philosophy. So to hear it very dangerous, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu confirmed, to hear it destroy our bhakti. Because of the intention, that was the intention of Mayavad philosophy. It is to destroy bhakti. That is the purpose it was created, it was meant for. So it is dangerous for a devotee to hear. Because it is danger. Whoever got a dangerous zone will be affected. So we should not hear it, we should not go to such areas. But you are saying that we're going to visit the family members and this philosophy will be spoken. So how do we get ourselves purified right now? Association of pure devotees is required. And as we are practicing our daily sadhana, it is very, very important for us to put our energy into it. We should put energy into our sadhana. Because sadhana brings empowerment. Strong sadhana brings empowerment. So if you maintain a strong sadhana, we'll be empowered with the Shakti that we will not be affected by anything inauspicious. So if we hear and we get affected, that is Krishna's message to let us know that we are weak. So we should be careful. We should be careful to avoid such environment. If you go to such environment, then we should prepare. If you are going to fight somebody, you have to carry a weapon also. As far as fighting is concerned, a devotee leaving the temple to enter into the street is war. So we should be conscious of that. We're prepared. I'm going to a fight. You're going to fight. The enemy you're going to fight with, he has all the weapons necessary. And we don't have our weapon, we'll be casualty. So our weapon is what? What is our weapon? Hare Krishna mantra and mantra and what?
Association.
Prasad. Prasad. Prabhupada said prasad is a vaccination. That's a vaccination. So we don't eat there. So take Krishna prasada. We chant and hear. Then we will contract the effect of that poison. It's very dangerous. It's very, very dangerous. So we are going to be prepared. I'm going to go to war, and I should prepare myself. I have to chant very nicely. So hear very nicely. Take all the Krishna prasada. We don't join them to take their food. We eat our prasada. Then you'll be purified. And as soon as you finish, run back to associate with devotees. So run back. So run back. Come back and take shelter. They will be purified. Yes, Babu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. thank you very much for the explanation of the protection of Krishna, the faith in Krishna as protector, as maintainer. Maharaj, I have this question that generally we say that Krishna protects the faith of the devotees. That is the real protection of Krishna. However, we find sometimes Krishna, he does perform some pastimes which happens to challenge the faith of devotees. For example, recently we celebrated 𝐁𝐡𝐚𝐤𝐭 and we were reading about Shivananda said how Nityananda provoked him. And that broke the faith of Siddhanta. So much so that he left and he was not in he was so disturbed, he was not pure obedience to Lord Chaitanya properly. So how do we understand when Krishna had done some pastime in such a way that it challenges the faith of the devotees?
Yeah, thank you. The devotee who got affected, Nityananda Prabhu didn't kick him. He kicked Shivananda Sena. And what is his mentality? Whatever Nityananda Prabhu do, whatever he do, it is perfect and complete. So the Krishna will challenge a devotee who is on that level. He will not give that challenge to a person who is lower. So he will not be affected like the other devotee. He left and went to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu alone. And when he got, he didn't even offer obeisance. He forgot also to offer obeisance. The devotee has to tell him, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, leave him, he's disturbed. Leave him, just leave him. Nityananda Prabhu didn't do it for him, he did for somebody else who is capable of handling that. But he became affected because he is not on that level. It is not meant for him, but he was affected. It was meant for a person who can handle it. Because the Lord knows his associate. His eternal associate he came with. Shivananda Sena is among the associates he came with. So they understand each other and they will never get disturbed. So Krishna does, he gives a taste to us according to our level. Appropriately for the lesson he wants to teach. Krishna does that. So he will not do it unnecessarily. He will not give a test to a person who cannot handle it. A teacher will not give examples to something you never taught your student. Examination is based on the thing we have discussed. The question is based on that. The same way Krishna does these things. The side effect is there, but it was not meant for him. It was meant for the devotee who can handle it. But he got affected. Of course, it was rectified. If we are very sincere and serious in our Christian consciousness, even if it is heavier than us, Krishna will support us to pass the test. Krishna will surely support us to pass. From my personal experience, so many tests which I got, I was already informed before they come. So what does it mean? Krishna wanted to pass the test. He already told me, see, I'm going to do this for you. So, okay, I'm aware. When it happened, you can arrest it. This is Krishna's message. Krishna is doing that. This is personal one. I'm not talking about the one in the book. I'm talking about the personal one. So many I got like that. I've been informed before the time. I'm going to do this. Be ready. The special master does that. Before the test, you'll get the signal. I'm going to do you this, and so be ready. So when it comes, I'll be ready to face it. That is how Krishna does these things. we are fully protected by Krishna. That conviction we should have. We should have that conviction. We are fully protected. Krishna is fully conscious. Even when we are in a situation that makes us feel that, oh, nobody is here with me. That is also the best time. In a psychic word, they call it the dark night of the soul. Dark night. You heard the word? Dark night of the soul. When in a situation where God brothers, God sisters are against you, Guru also seems not to support you. Krishna, you pray, doesn't also seems to be there to hear your prayers. In a helpless situation like that, that's the most wonderful time, because any decision you make at that time, it will take you back or it will bring you down. It's a very, very important stage in our life. So it's wonderful. Hare Krishna. Last question. It's after 8, after 9.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
I have one question that how to get rid of the seed of the sinful desire from our heart, so that our heart can become pure and we can end up doing devotional service at the lotus feet of Krishna.
Very good. Very good. How do we get the seed of sin uprooted from our heart? What's his name? Jagadananda Pandit. He wrote that book, Prema. Yes. So here he mentioned the deficiency of prayaschita. He cannot uproot the seed of sin, but the holy name can do that. The Hare Krishna mantra we are chanting. So so we recite the 8 offenses. We should not equate all the jagyas, all these things to the holy name, because of this reason. Because they cannot uproot the seed of sin, but the holy name of Krishna can uproot the seed of sin completely, 100%, that it will never germinate again in our life. So it's the holy name of Krishna that has the potency to uproot the seed of sin. See, if we take shelter of the holy name, we will experience that, we'll have it. It doesn't pacify it, it doesn't just get it cured, but it will uproot it completely. No more sin for life. Or as Lord Brahma said in Brahma Samhita, Karmani Dirdhatu Kintu Bhakti Bhajan. It will grind the seed completely. After frying it, will grind it completely. There is no chance of germination. That is Bhakti. Because it's done by Krishna. Why? We have taken shelter of Krishna. Krishna does this. And Brahma said, but for those who are not devotees, the result of our activity, Krishna will impose it on. I like that word. That is how he put it. He will impose it. Maybe we'll be forced to experience it. Which is happening. We don't like the challenges, the difficulties we are having, because it is imposition. That is Krishna doing. Krishna does that for non-devotees. But for the devotees, you fry the seed of our sin and grind it completely that it doesn't germinate again for life. Bhakti does this. Bhakti, chanting the holy name, is a formula, is the remedy for this. Let's take shelter of the holy name, and success is guaranteed. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.